Hi guys, welcome to Classic Sitcoms Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Before we get started, I ask you to please subscribe. Please share these out on your Facebook page. Thank you. Today's video is on a Leave It to Beaver cast member who blamed the show for a tragic family death. Let's take a look. Viewers who grew up in the 50s loved Leave It to Beaver. The show ran until the early 60s and featured the character Beaver Cleaver, and him getting in plenty of trouble. While fans adored Beaver, who was played by Jerry Mathers, he also had a fondness for the rest of the Cleavers. Hugh Beaumont played the iconic Mr. Ward Cleaver. But something occurred when Beaumont was filming the show that had him allegedly blaming the series for a tragic death in his family. Leave It to Beaver is full of memorable characters, and no one could have played it better than Mr. Cleaver better than Hugh Beaumont. According to Fox News, Beaumont's work on the show was one of his crowning achievements. He didn't always have a goal of making it big in Hollywood. He initially studied theology in school before pursuing acting. And when he finally became successful, his daughter, Kristen Beaumont, noted he never got too in his head about fame. He had a lot of input into the character, she explained, Closer Weekly. When we got into trouble, we usually had a talk with Dad, just like on the show. He'd never yell or get upset. She added that her father took the show very seriously, so he could use all the funds to support his family. While Beaumont was committed to his role in the show, it seems he wasn't always a fan of working on the set. Mental Floss noted Beaumont had a deep sadness for the show. He spent a lot of time away from his family in Minnesota to commence with filming in L.A. One particular incident haunted him. The publication notes filming for Leave It to Beaver happened quickly once the pilot episode was sold, and he had to fly out to California on a tight schedule. He left his son Hunter to drive his wife and her mother west, but Hunter lost control of the car, and his wife's mother, was killed in the car accident. Life and Times of Hollywood noticed Beaumont harbored some resentment towards the show in regards to the accident because filming prevented him from being the one to drive the car in the first place. While Beaumont had reservations about the show, he still did a lot to make it stand as one of the most iconic shows on television, and he ultimately died at 72 years old. According to the New York Times, Beaumont died of a heart attack in 1982, nearly 20 years after the show's end. Leave It to Beaver co-star Jerry Mathers wrote incredibly kind and thoughtful words about Beaumont years after his death. He said, "When they recast a role for the series, Hugh was one of several people brought in for audition. I was very glad that he was picked for the role, and we had a wonderful friendship for his entire life until he passed away in 1982 from a heart attack. Hugh and my dad had become friends, and he occasionally came to our house to play cards with my father and some of his friends." That's all I got for you. I thought that was very interesting. I was doing a little research on him, and I came across this. Grief will do a lot of things to you. I don't think it's fair for him to blame the show, but grief will do a lot of things, cause you to place blame where it doesn't belong. It's a very powerful emotion, and it's one we all got to go through. That's all I got for you. Don't forget the Beverly Hillbillies facts and trivia. Links in the description below. Please subscribe while you're over there. And before you leave, subscribe here if you have not yet. Thank you. Have a great day. God bless. Be praying for you.